Hello, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's February 6th, and today I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about really a lot of stuff. Just going to be pretty much looking at everything. Uh, really, I'm going to be looking at everything. Going to be looking at what we have going on right now. I'm going to be looking at, just going back and looking at the Alabama tornadoes from a few days ago, and and then I'm going to be looking at what we can expect this week and in the long term. So thank you for watching. If you are, I really appreciate it. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started. So these are our current temperatures across the U.S. right now. We can see the majority of the country is cold, with the exception of it's pretty much the Southwest here in areas of Arizona, Nevada, California. Where there, it's a bit on the warmer side there, but really the most of the country, at the exception of like South Texas and South Florida, is quite cold. But some areas are well above average though. These areas, this we see this a lot. We see this warm nose that kind of goes up across this area of the country. That is very prevalent right now. And we can see in western North Dakota it's 36, but then over towards Grand Forks here it's in the negatives. So very big difference there. Northeast is quite cold as well. We could see 20s in, 24 in Boston. To get more specific, though, we could probably look at actual Meso-West observations, but this can kind of give us a rough idea. Generally into the 20s in areas like Indianapolis, maybe Columbus, Ohio, around 30. So is Cleveland. South is generally the South is pretty average, just 40s. Pretty much what we do. What we see frequently this time of year. Even Florida's not really too far above average there. So that's what we have going on in temperatures right now. Take a look at current IR for the whole country here, and we can see, really a few things. Definitely have some type of storm system here, some kind of front likely associated maybe with that storm system. Uh, Definitely looks like we do have a ridging over the west. Uh, some kind of storm system located here, and do have a little bit of a storm system affecting the southeast, just some like light showers, drizzle, and clouds. Some of those areas. Um, so yeah, that's that. Um, pretty quiet night in most areas at least. Take a look at the current surface analysis, and we can see we have a low pressure system located off the coast of Georgia and Florida right there. The reason I'm actually able to draw is because I'm using my computer's touchscreen, but so yeah, that's why. We got a high pressure for really this area in the middle here, and we do have that storm system. It looks like we do have a cold front, which could be associated with those clouds. And also we have a lot of, I guess clouds further to the north, with some colder tops in the Dakotas and Minnesota. We can see pretty active there as well. And we do have a warm front, we do have a stationary front right here, which is, that's our warm nose. Our warm nose goes up like that. So yeah, and west is pretty quiet as well. But real quick, let's just go ahead and talk about our first. This is this year's total accumulated snowfall for the whole season. This is starting on September 30th. Generally, let's just go region by region here. We'll start with the Southwest, just gonna work our way. We can see definitely a lot of snow in the mountains, but we normally see this. This isn't rare. I don't think anywhere is like specifically like really below average for snowfall in the Southwest. Southwest is warm right now, so I have to see how that kind of impacts our snowfall, or not our snowfall, our snowpack. Um, the Northwest, though, even Seattle and Portland are seeing a good bit of snow. But look at this, so a lot of snow in like just higher elevations, right out of the side of Seattle and Portland. So pretty interesting there. In the northern plains, though, we do have a snow hole across central South Dakota. Uh, but areas in, I mean, like Grand Forks is approaching 40 inches now. I don't know how accurate this really is because I'll just go talk about it in a second. Central Plains, but I mean, I mean, nothing that really stands out here. Snow's been pretty average snowfall there, I guess. Maybe a little bit below average in Nebraska there. Uh, I mean, pretty good. I think that's I think that's well below average actually. Down into Texas, though, we do see. I mean, we are above average in a lot of locations. Dallas, Fort Worth. I mean, we have about 2 inches, 2.5 maybe. So pretty interesting. But we go to the southeast though, and when of course I live in Athens, and I mean I know we've not gotten an inch and a half of snow. We've gotten, and what I measured at my house was zero point 0.7, uh, zero point 0.6 from the 16th, and then points that another 0.1 from I think it was the 21st. Yeah, it was a Friday. Uh, so I doubt the accuracy of this because it doesn't. I mean that's wrong. Uh, so yeah. Um, but really the southeast, no really snow holes. I mean Birmingham, a little bit of a snow hole there, but nothing really significant. Pretty average as well. The Ohio Valley, um, I mean generally pretty average. Maybe a little bit below average, and kind of this area right here, from southern Indiana down to northern Kentucky, down into Arkansas, western Tennessee. We see maybe a little snow hole there, and then in the Midwest we are relatively average, or we're pretty average here. The snow hole across like this area is finally gone. That got filled up with with last week's significant winter storm. But look at that, we're well over 100 inches though up in UP and Michigan there. Some areas, or not well over, but over 100 inches. So that's pretty good. The kind of mid-Atlantic states here are pretty average. North Carolina, Virginia, pretty average. We do have a snow hole though across this area, PA, Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware here. A little bit of a snow hole. Uh, the Northeast, or really the coastal Northeast, is. I mean, we can really see where the track of our last Saturday's. Well, I mean, significant. I mean, the blizzard. Uh, from it would have been the, I think it was the 30th. No, the 29th. We saw that. We can kind of see that because this area, like of New York here, I guess in the Hudson Valley area, I mean, we can see a lot less snow there. Further to the west has gotten more. Further to the east has gotten more. We just haven't gotten any big storm systems this year. So hopefully we'll get one soon. Hopefully we'll get a good storm to bring to that area some snow soon because they're below average right now. Uh, into the interior northeast, though, we can see. I mean, we got 40 to 50 inches. Um, and all right, yeah. We can see. I mean, we can clearly see where we've had a lot of lake effect too. Uh, but pretty average. I mean, nothing that really stands out in this area. And like, I mean, some of the areas have it below average, like that area in New York, this area, kind of here. I think DC though has actually been about average, judging off of this. So yeah. Now let's switch topics. Uh, talk about the Sawyerville, Alabama tornado. So I have this here. I've what I was using to get my like tornado information was Wikipedia, but I don't think they're doing it anymore. So it's a problem. I can't look at it on there. I don't know how to really see it. I gotta find another website for it. So for today, we're just using this. I'm sorry. Uh, but we can see down here. This is right to the south of York, Alabama. Here in Western Alabama, we had I think this was an EF2 tornado here. We had an EF2 damage point. Gosh, okay. An EF2 damage point right here. Doesn't really say anything uh, about it, but uh, There's some snap trees there. Across an intersection right here. So yeah, we had that. That wasn't the big deal tornado. The big deal tornado was the Sawyerville one though. That was like that's like the one that got the most like coverage. Which I know for sure both of these are EF2s. We can see this is an EF2 thing here. Trees snapped. Right to the northwest of Sawyerville though, so a pretty close call. Which we can see there though. Was can I okay well, I know this was an EF2. That was the final rating for this, but or not final. I don't know if it's still preliminary or not, but pretty close call for Sawyerville though. It went right to the northwest of the down, so that's good, but still not that good. And still bad. We had another EF2 though further to the north. This is kind of in between Mountainville and Brent, Alabama. It had a damage point right here from EF2 here. It's just okay. None of these really have any details, which is fine. I mean, at least they're getting posted on here though. Mainly just trees. Are these any structures damage here? Let's see. Nope. Just trees. Okay. Well, so we had 3 EF2s. I mean, definitely not something we want to see. Which, I mean, I definitely say that. I don't even know what I was going to say, but, so yeah, that's what we saw, with that. Just 3 EF2s. Not something we wanted to see, but, I mean, it happened. Could have been, I mean, at least it wasn't worse. I think it did overperform, though, based on my expectations of it. Really, the strength of the tornadoes kind of overperformed, based on what I was thinking. Now, for some people, I mean, no, probably didn't overperform for you, but yeah. If I would have had more time, which I should have probably done a little bit of a, I mean, I guess like a little bit of a more in-depth analysis of it. I could have even live streamed it. I should have done that. I just didn't plan on it, so I didn't like have any time to do it. But next time I'm gonna make sure I plan on live streaming. My goal is to live stream for every moderate risk that we have this year. That is my goal. That's my main. I have like a few main goals for 2022. One of them was to actually see snow, which I already did. And one of them, the other one's just to hopefully see my first tornado. Which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that because probably gonna be limited to northeast Georgia. And then, I mean, my other goal is just to live stream every moderate risk because that's what I enjoy doing. A lot of times though I don't have the time or I'm just tired. So we'll have to see though. I mean, that's my goal. But yeah, let's switch over to the future though. Let's go ahead and take a look at models. This is the GFS here. A little something to watch is this whole storm system that's going to be riding the East Coast between tomorrow and Tuesday. We're going to take a look at the HRRR for this. I feel like it's our best option. And good to go, I guess, region by region here. We'll start at the Mid-Atlantic, then move into the Northeast, kind of look at where we could be seeing some impacts. So we can see tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to be just cold enough. We can see a little bit of a breakout of freezing rain there in a good bit of North Carolina. And temperatures warm up, though. We see that quickly go away. Switch over to rain. Then in the Northeast, we'll move there. And tomorrow afternoon, we can see this kind of moves into the northeast. New York City, kind of northern New Jersey, going to be on, kind of on the brim of that, but maybe a little bit of some brief freezing rain and some brief snowfall. Up in further north though, up towards New Hampshire, Maine. Wouldn't be surprised if some areas actually do see a good bit of snow. And then after this though, late Tuesday, or this is early Tuesday morning at this point, not late Tuesday, my bad. Early Tuesday morning that we could see a little bit of some snow and freezing rain mixing in as well. In kind of getting close to Hartford there, eastern New York, western Massachusetts, southern Vermont, central New Hampshire into Maine. But some areas could see some decent accumulating snow. And by Tuesday, it's a pretty good low right off the coast, 993 millibars. So let me get a bit for this will work. But let's take a look at total accumulated snowfall. And by the way, I hope y'all are enjoying this little bit of a longer video. That's what I'm trying to do. Just because I have the time, so why not? I mean, we can see a good couple of inches in areas of Maine, New Hampshire, even maybe an inch or two down in the Massachusetts, maybe 3 inches, maybe even an inch into western Connecticut there. So, I mean, not really a significant winter storm. I mean, by any means, no. But, I mean, it's definitely something. It's going to add maybe a couple inches of snow to what you already have on the ground. And go back to the 18Z. Maybe that'll go out a little bit further. The 18Z HRRR, so you can kind of see the rest of the storm here. We're going to have a little bit less with the snowfall down into Connecticut there, and even a little bit less, maybe further south in New Hampshire. But, I mean, relatively similar. I mean, definitely, I think areas right here are going to get the most. We're going to see the most out of this. And we can even go ahead and take a look at another model. We can take a look at the NAM. Actually, we'll use the NAM 3. Why not? It's higher resolution. And I mean, very similar with really this area getting the worst. I mean, that's the area I'm thinking I'm thinking is going to get the worst. The main difference between the NAM 3 and the HRRR is that a little bit more snow in this area. But I definitely think a little bit of snow is guaranteed here. And this area up here will likely see the most snow. It's kind of, I mean, I probably think it's going to happen. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to the GFS model here. And we're just going to look at really when we could see our next big storm system. Compare it with the Euro if we do have one. One that we're really looking at. Because right now we're going into a little bit more of a quiet pattern. That's really good. We can see a little bit of maybe like a clipper right there. Another one by Friday, Saturday with some more wind and just another blast of cold air. But we see this storm system. This is Saturday and Sunday. We have a pretty a lot of rain in the Gulf with this, a lot of moisture. This crosses into Florida and Georgia there. A really close call though. I mean, if we can get a little more cold air and maybe this shifts north, we could have some snow. And got it really close. This is going to be something to watch. This is Sunday morning, and I mean, GFS does even indicate a little bit of snow in North Carolina and Virginia, and then it moves away. But we take a look at the European, and the Euro we have a lot more cold air, but it's a lot more suppressed, and we see it a lot further east. We really don't even have a storm system in the Gulf. So I mean, we can see this is not consistent. I mean, we don't have model agreement at all. So this is definitely going to be something to watch. I'm probably going to be watching this a lot this week. Because there's not much else to watch. Yeah, so maybe a potential winter event this week. I'm not going to really give any details about it though, because I'm not 100% sure about it. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look kind of far out here. We're going to go out to to the 15th and the 16th. And we can see this is that cold blast next Sunday here across the east. Quickly see that get replaced by kind of a warm up, and then get kind of a pattern as we get to like the 21st here. Let me lock this on hour 342 here. This is a good example. And we can see relatively zonal for majority of the U.S., but maybe a trough starting to build over the west, which we go to the 12Z, and I mean that's it. I mean these mod. I mean this is not completely. This is not inconsistent. I mean this is pretty consistent for 300. I mean 300. This is over 300 hours out. So I mean I wouldn't bet on anything, but GEFS is consistent. We don't really have any other models to kind of compare with, so I'm just gonna completely scratch this. But maybe we could be seeing a pattern shift like after the 15th, maybe. That's all I'm gonna give in. That's all I'm gonna really say about this. I mean, this is really far. This is really far out. This is likely. I mean, this is likely not gonna happen like this. Uh, so we'll still have to see. And we'll look at this again on Tuesday. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a longer video. Hope y'all have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see y'all again on Tuesday. But yes, goodbye.